YouTube channel.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's me again, same outfit. I'm trying to knock out as many videos as I can in one day. So if you see a multitude of videos, probably just one more in the same outfit, that's why, you know. And I have to say that because somebody's gonna ask, and it's like common sense, people. Work it out. All right, so MAC has a new fashion sets for 2013 set to launch on April 4th in stores, over counters, pro stores, so forth and so on. Now, I've, you know, if you were a pro member like I am, you were able to get your hands on the collection a week or so ago. I was trying to hold out in doing this video because I was waiting for MAC to launch the actual eyeshadows. I don't have any eyeshadow swatches because MAC is on some bull, and I don't know why they did not release the eyeshadows at the same time that they released everything else. So I still don't have my hands on any eyeshadows, and honestly at this point I probably won't even stress myself about it, okay? Upcoming, I do plan on doing the hugest lip contest, okay? It's not gonna be a giveaway, don't get it twisted. You're gonna have to bring your A game for the lip art, okay? So stay tuned to my channel, stay locked to my channel. Click the button that tells you when I'm loading the video, because otherwise you will not know. But this contest and the prizes are gonna be massive, okay? Massive. Trust me when I tell you. It's gonna be tons of limited edition lippies that I've just been buying for you guys and never, ever did the video. So stay tuned for that as I try to organize that within the next couple weeks and get that all together. You're not gonna wanna miss that. You're not. And for those of you who didn't get your hands on Heroine, you're best to get your lip art game up to snuff, okay? Yeah, we'll go into all that. So let's get on to the swatches of what I got. I didn't find many, in my collection, I didn't find many comparisons, but of course, you know, the number one dupe is the Magenta liner and the Heroine liner. I'm gonna show you that in a moment. I am wearing Ablaze Lipglass. I actually love it because you can work this lip glass with nothing else. And in the summertime and in the spring, I'm kind of like a glossy girl. I really don't reach for the lipsticks as much. I don't know. I don't even know why that is, because maybe because the spring you have more. I don't know what it is, but I love rocking glosses and lip glass and things of that sort in the spring and summertime. So yeah, so again, no eyeshadow swatches. I apologize for that. Blame MAC for that. And yeah, let's get into the meat potatoes. Okay everybody, so this is my haul of the items that I picked up from the Lord have mercy, MAC Fashion Sets 2013. I picked up one of each of the lippies. I picked up Heroine for backups, but I did not, I already had it. So this tube that you see is previously the one that came out or launched last year. I only picked up 3 of the lip liners in Ablaze, Heroine, and Embrace Me. And out of my haul, I do have only 2 dupes for you guys. And again, those dupes are not 100% dupes, but very similar, okay? And I'll let you know what those are. So let's start with the swatches of the lip liners. All right, first color that I picked up was Ablaze, and it's kind of like a neon orange to me. It does have some pink corally elements in there. What I like about this is it is really just a fabulous color. So this, for me, because I already own Heroine, Lippy kind of stole the show for me. So I'm very excited about the Ablaze lip liner and the Ablaze lipstick. But this is how it looks on the pencil. This is how it looks on the skin. Next color up is lip liner in Embrace Me, and what this is like a flat fuchsia color for me. What I mean by flat, it doesn't have any shimmer to it. So nice matte fuchsia color. And this is Embrace Me lip pencil. Next color up is Heroine. This one was a highly anticipated, just as highly anticipated as the actual lippy and lip gloss, y'all. So this is the Heroine lip liner, and I'm happy to say there is a similarity with a dupe that I'd like to share for you guys. So if you were unable to get your hands on Heroine when it launched online. You can, if you already have MAC's Magenta. It's Magenta and Heroine side by side. Similarities there, right? Their only difference is a slight, a very minute tinge of one is more blue than the other. But otherwise, they are very similar. So what I'm gonna do is swatch Magenta lip liner right on top of it. And one thing I can say is the Heroine lip liner is more smooth. The Magenta has always been hard to work with for me, so I don't know if because it has more of a, I don't know if you can even see that, but it has more of like, the Magenta is more pink, whereas the Heroine is more blue. Do you see that? Has a little bit more hint of, it's a slight similarity. So in person, it may not be coming off, like I want it to, but they're very, very similar, y'all. Very, very similar. So don't feel like you missed out on Heroine if you didn't get it, because if you own Magenta, it's just too close for me. Like I would still fill in my lips with Magenta or Heroine and then pop that lipstick right on top of that. So those are those comparisons there. All right, so here are the colors all together that I got. And again, I did not pick up the Silly Lip Liner. I just really have no, pinks to me are very dupeable. So yeah, nothing stood out about that. Even though I did pick up the Embrace Me, I actually wanted to compare it to some Milani liners that I was playing with, but when I swatched them side by side, they weren't dupes either. So I'm actually glad that I actually picked up the Embrace Me. But from bottom to top, we'll go in Ablaze, Embrace Me, and of course Heroine. So here are all three lip liners. All right, you guys, so I only picked up one of the lip glosses. I just want to beat myself up for not picking up the Heroine lip gloss because I'm working on the day that this collection is going to launch. So I know I'm going to miss out on it, but whatever, I have other purples. It's not that serious for me. But this is the Ablaze lip gloss, and it's just as fabulous as the actual lipstick. Okay. So I'm loving that. What I like about this color, oh my goodness, that I can either wear it with a lip liner or without, and it still have just the right amount of color to show through on my dark lips. Like my lips aren't the pinkest, but they're not the darkest either, but they do have some pigmentation to them. And this is the color of how it comes across. So it's a nice, I wouldn't say it's sheer, but it gives you enough color that you can see that it's on your lips. And I think it's just so pretty. Like, I really need backups of this too. I really can see myself rocking this because I'm just a corally type of gal. I love corals and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely can see myself rocking that Ablaze lip gloss. All right, so the first color up we're gonna go with is Silly. And all of these are mattes. This is a very, very nice bubblegum pink color. It just, I didn't have, did I? No. When I look at a pink color, I've said this before, they just look so dupeable. So, it's nothing extravagant about this color, but I'm just a sucker for matte lipsticks. So I love matte lipsticks, so that's why I purchased that one. The next one is Embrace Me. This one was pleasantly surprising. I thought it was gonna look like Daddy's Little Girl from the Archie's collection, but it does not. And it's a darker pink. It's not quite as vivid as Candy Yum Yum, but they do have some slight similarities. Candy Yum Yum is a lot brighter than this. And for those ladies who are scared of Candy Yum Yum, I'm sure that with the Embrace Me, it's a pink that you can feel a little bit more comfortable with wearing. So that's a pretty color. Next color is, I already had this, again, like I said, this one is the infamous Heroine, okay? Not Heroine. I've heard some people call it Heroine. It's Heroine lipstick, but you say tomato, I say tomato, whatever. Heroine. I haven't found a dupe for it. A lot of people are comparing this with some of the, I think, is it the Maybelline, L'Oreal, Vivid? One of those drugstore brands has a color similar in that, but I don't own that one, so I can't compare that one for you guys. I'm happy with my Heroine. Yes, okay. And lastly is the star of the show to me, and only because I previously had the Heroine, is Ablaze. This color right here is fabulous and looks fabulous, okay? It's a bright pinky coral, but more coral than pink. It's just a really, really unique color. Now, having said that, you know that's my favorite catchphrase. Ablaze is fly, but I found a similar color in my collection. The only difference is, because I've heard a lot of people say, you know, all these are matte colors, okay? They're mattes. I love a matte lip, I do. And I just don't, me personally, personal preference, disclosure, I don't see the point of, if you want a matte lipstick, to put a gloss over that. I just don't get it. But some people do. So if you're one of those people that don't mind changing the finish of your products, I have a possible dupe for you for Ablaze. And that is coming from the Venomous Villains collection, Toxic Tail, which is a satin. They're not exact, but they're very, very close, very similar. And the only difference is going to be the finish, okay? So the MAC Ablaze is to your right, and that's a matte finish, and the Venomous Villains Toxic Tail is a satin. So what I'd like to do is swatch that right on top. And the Toxic Tail, I'm gonna try to turn this. It's not a dead-on dupe, but it's an awful close similarity, okay? So that way, if you didn't, the Ablaze is a little tad bit lighter. And the Toxic Tail, tad bit darker, but they're very similar, okay? In terms of colors. So that's just, you know, food for thought. I really didn't have that many dupes for you guys. All right, so that is pretty much the entire collection. Again, share with me below what you picked up from the collection, what you didn't pick up. Again, if you missed a couple things, stay tuned for my lip contest. It's gonna be comprised of lip art. It's gonna be the main focus, not face, just lips. Gotta be kissable, gotta be creative. So please stay tuned for that. And if you're not following me on Instagram, shame on you. If you're not following me on KEEK or any of the other social networks, check the links below. My name is the same on each and everything. So if you're ever in doubt if I'm on something, just type in Kokofemme and you'll see me there. All right, so I think that's all I have for you in this video. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.